Hello, this is a Bigin CRM tutorial on the feature of stage transition rules. You'll get to the this feature by clicking on settings up here up top, then selecting sub pipeline stages, and then basically in here you see in sub pipelines you see the pipelines that you will have. Of course, you would not have the recruiting one. That's one for particularly for myself that I created. But the one we set you up with is the real estate, which have different sub pipelines. The beginning sub pipeline, which is called real estate standard. Then from here, the leads, they're called opportunities, of course. They turn into buyers, sellers, or rentals, right? So stage transition rules. Basically, as explained here, our transition rules lets you specify fields that need to be filled by users when they move a pipeline record from one stage to another. Okay, so we do set you up with some, but you can always, as you modify this to your liking, and you can always generate specific fields and rules based on these. Uh, all these rules need to be tied on a specific, obviously, the pipeline, which in this case will be real estate, but then also to sub pipeline you need to specify with. And as you click here, you see that you do have one for buyers, and basically this one, uh, it's you go from any stage, if you move an opportunity to under contract, right? Uh, which is the stage before closed or closed lost, right? Then this field needs to be filled out. So you make this basically field a requirement, not from the beginning, but at that particular stage, right? So this is the point of this feature, is that because you can always generate fields on pipelines to be required, but if you do so from the you know the pipeline basically creation, basically there'll always be a necessity once you create an opportunity that field it's required right away, right? So with this feature, it allows you to to remind yourself once you move a particular opportunity to a certain stage that these kind of fields need to be filled out, right? So one is the property, of course, for this one, and you can see it if we go to pipelines, we go to buyers. If we move these, for example, to under contract, right? We got under contract. Oh, we go under contract, then the update fields based on our rule, it requires us to type in the property that is under contract. So then we'll go and then we'll add it here, click new property, right? Add the property and the unit price, etc. And then we basically will be completed that field, which is important to keep records and the data that we need. Okay, so let me see another example. For sellers, it's the same. It's the same feature. We want you to we would like obviously as an owner of a CRM, you want to be reminded to add the property information in there, and rentals as well. Uh, but with rentals, it could be for also for listed under contract. All right, so that's basically it. As I mentioned, you can add different rules, and the way you do is you click on that. It's very simple. You go from stage. I think for any stage, right? Because you can jump opportunity from any stage, and I think this probably be best. But you can make it from a specific stage to a specific stage two, and then from this stage to, and then what's the stage that's gonna trigger that rule, and then you select that, and then the basically the field that you want it to be added, right? So if you add another field, for example, from from the standard fields that we set you up, you could add it at a particular stage, right? And then be reminded, right, as you move them throughout your pipeline by using this feature. Okay, and as of course, don't forget that we always have to first here, right, select the sub pipeline that you referred to. So then, as you can see, the stages here are based on that sub pipeline that you select here. Okay, and once you click on that, you select it, and that's basically it. All right, and anyhow, this is also a feature that this feature lets you specify the stages in sub pipelines on which pipeline records cannot be closed directly. This is if you were to have multiple accounts, right? This is a way to basically you give different level of to delete or not to delete certain accounts, right? But this is not something that obviously would apply to you unless you add more accounts to your account. But anyhow, I hope this was helpful. But of course, if you have run into any questions, let us know.